It's like, yeah, I want to shoot him.
What? Rick? Rick?
You leave the woman alone!
Rick? Don't make me do it, man.
Wait.
Don't make me do it, man. A couple of years ago, we did a reaction to this. And you were genuinely surprised by... Well, you were genuinely surprised by the first one, but you loved this one because of how much better the characters were. And also the focus on not a supernatural enemy, but instead a more realistic dark web entity that is just out there. And oh, are we being joined by the Asher boy? Hey, Asher.
He's on his way back from the sound of it.
Asher boy. Come on, buddy. Come here. You want up here? Asher, come on. You want up here? Come on, Asher, hop up here. Get up here, you big boy. Look at that. Look at this boy.
Hey, buddy.
Hey. Oh, and he's down again. There he goes. He does what he wants. Either way.
Little ADD.
Yeah, and I remember watching this with you, and I actually went back and I watched this, our reaction to this again, and it was a lot of fun. And just hearing you and Jake just be like, dude, that was so good. That was so much better than the first one. I was just like, yes. But I just think that Unfriended Dark Web, I would say if this is where the Unfriended series ends and we don't get another one, which I don't know if they're working on another one or what, but I guess we'll see. Either way, Asher, what are you doing? Asher. Get up here. Lay down. Lay down. There he is. There he is. It's okay. Hey, look at that. Look at that right there. Look at him. Look at that Asher boy. That's awesome. I love you, buddy. I love you so much. So, we got Unfriended Dark Web, the kill count by Dead Meat here. Let's go ahead and let's relive this and see what James has to say about it. Here we go.
Welcome to the Kill Count, where we tally up the victims in all our favorite horror movies. I'm James A. Janice, and today we're looking at Unfriended Dark Web, the 2018 sequel to the unfairly maligned Unfriended. I don't care what that other YouTube video said, I love Unfriended! Part of my love for the original movie comes from its devotion to the real-time screen cap premise, a style that's maintained in the follow-up Dark Web. But the sequel trades out a supernatural villain spurred by cyberbullying for a group of human antagonists who operate in the scary secret Dark Web. With so much in the news about political hacking and Cyberzone Discord, I love that Unfriended once again takes up an issue of the times for its storyline. Granted, the elite hacking skills that somehow allow the antagonists to walk around looking like glitches on camera is pretty silly and completely unbelievable. But other than that, I was just as on board for this movie as I was for the original. Also, I got another sponsor. Are you proud, Mom and Dad? Today's Kill Count is sponsored by NordVPN. Do all these cyber horror movies have you paranoid about your connection? With NordVPN, you can be secure on all your mobile apps.
You know, given the fact the fact that this is happening after we got hacked. Oh boy. Damn.
And desktop internet browsing. VPN means virtual private network, and it basically keeps your data private as you browse the scary interwebs. Also, the cool thing about NordVPN is that they're registered in Panama, where there are no mandatory data retention laws, meaning they don't store logs on any data of yours. That is exceedingly rare nowadays. Try Nord for yourself, risk-free, with a 30-day money-back guaranteed trial at nordvpn.com/deadmeat. That's nordvpn.com, and with the code word deadmeat, you'll get 75% off a 3-year plan.
We use Express. I'm sorry. I've heard good things about Nord, but Express is one that I trust. It's on my phone. It's on all of our computers now. Yeah.
You should look in like what he was just saying that was interesting about them being based in Panama.
Well, yeah.
Therefore, not retaining your data.
Data retention centers.
You should see if Express is retaining your data or not.
They're not. Again, they have full disclosure when it comes to their way of doing business. They do not sell your data for extra money.
Oh, it's a Bilbo.
Oh.
Bilbo.
Uh-oh.
Hello. How are you?
Mr. Baggins?
He's gonna freak the fuck out if he realizes who's sitting up there.
Uh-oh. Hey,
Has
Bilbo.
he already gotten down? Oh.
Uh-oh.
He got down. He sees him.
Well, I hear the hissing.
Bilbo is a bit afraid of Mr. Pupper.
And it's because he's so big. I mean, let's be honest.
And Bilbo is a bit of a scaredy cat.
Yes, he is. It's
Bilbo.
it's okay, though. Hey, no. Dang it. Bo, 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 bo. Hey, Asher. Asher.
He's like, it's the third kitty I haven't got to be my friend yet.
Asher.
He's like, I want to try to get him to be
Up
my
here.
friend again.
Up here.
This is basically like we had 3 levels of kitty. Like, we haven't really tried with Lulu much yet. Like, she saw him once, but
She's very afraid of him.
she was just like,
What is that?
and she walked away and climbed on her tree, like, get that away from me. But, like,
I'm just gonna have to let him into the room and see how she acts.
Vega saw him and was just kind of like, what the hell, the first time, you know? He was sitting on the table. And then, like, Vega just kind of hung out around the corner from him and was just kind of like, huh. And then when Asher got close to him, he'd just be kind of like, you know, if he got too in his space, he'd raise his paw and Asher would back off, but he didn't actually smack him or anything. But he was pretty chill. And then Calliope did the back arch thing at him a bunch, and then finally got to where she would at least sit above him without arching her back at him and stuff.
Yeah.
But Bilbo, on the other hand, like, I've never heard Bilbo hiss, but, like, he straight up is just like, like, at him, like, he's
afraid of him.
Yeah.
And Lulu, I'm hoping will get out, because Lulu was around Rusty and Bella a lot. She loved Bella. She laid with Bella all the time.
She might not have too much trouble getting used to him, then.
Maybe not. Anyway. Oh. I see you back there, Vega.
As well as an extra month for free. Get it today and protect your ass online. Now to watch people who don't use Nord. How many of them will be killed by web surfing ne'er-do-wells? Let's find out and get to that.
Pretty much all of them.
Yeah.
The movie
Mr. Kitty.
begins with some overblown glitch effects on all the studio logos. We understand the premise already, Unfriended. We don't need this much encoding error aesthetic. A laptop boots up, and judging by all these login attempts, the person behind the keyboard probably isn't the rightful owner of this machine. Eventually, they figure it out and get inside, quickly logging onto the Wi-Fi and then Spotify, so this movie can have a diegetic soundtrack just like the original. The user continues logging into all sorts of personal accounts, always ignoring the Nora CIV account that he has to log out of each time. He downloads and boots up a custom-made program called Papaya, and it's here that we properly meet our protagonist, Matthias O'Brien, who's real excited about the new hardware he has.
This thing runs so much faster than my old piece of crap.
That Papaya program he's made is so he can better communicate with his girlfriend Amaya.
What did you do, Asher?
Asher. What happened?
I think he knocked the guitar case over.
Asher. Get up here. Asher. Get
No,
up here
no touchy stuff.
and stay.
No touchy
Alright? Stay. Alright?
Good boy.
Wait. Stay.
Papaya, who's deaf. Papaya can take what he says and play it back with clips of him signing. When he shows it to her, though, Amaya isn't that impressed, maybe thinking that it's a crutch for him to use instead of learning how to sign better.
Hey, type. You know I can't.
Oh, and in case you were wondering, Amaya's actor, Stephanie Nogueras, is actually deaf, so yeah, her signing and everything is accurate, even though it's apparently too fast for Matthias to understand. Matthias's new laptop is proving pretty interesting. It keeps crashing and closing programs on him, and after that Nora CIV account is logged back in on Facebook, Matthias starts getting messages sent to it from horny singles in his area. Damn, Marianne, I thought Ginger was supposed to be the saucy one. A quick survey of the cyber seductor's account reveals that there be ladies all over the place hitting Nora C up and asking when they're going to get some promised plane tickets. Matthias joins a group Skype call where his friends compliment the quality of his new webcam. He tells them he got it on Craigslist as they start to play Cards Against Humanity, the game that's fun for like a few rounds until the shock of hearing Big Black Dildo wears off.
I'm into snorting coke off a clown's boner and...
Wow, that's so shocking. How hilarious. His friends include musician Lex, couple Nari and Serena, Damon, who lives in London, and conspiracy theorist AJ.
Why do you think Facebook and Twitter are free? Because you're
the
the
product.
product. Yes.
Matthias messages Amaya, who's not in the group chat, and says he wants to fix their relationship. But first he's got to fix this laptop since it keeps crashing. Might have something to do with this crazy huge hidden folder that's taking up all of the hard drive space. Inside that folder is a buttload of video files, a lot of them seemingly from security cams and containing all sorts of embarrassing personal stuff. Matthias gets distracted away from this treasure trove of privacy invasions by the news that Nari and Serena just got engaged. Aw, what a happy moment. Even if it gets a little spoiled when AJ brings up an apparently painful memory of when Nari first came out to her dad.
I love the look on his face when he found out that you two weren't roommates.
And although Serena's mom is more accepting of their sexuality, she's unfortunately in bad medical shape.
The cancer's progressed, so it's moved into her brain, and they have her on life support though, and they're really trying some aggressive treatments.
During another video call with Amaya, Matthias gets some Facebook messages from a girl named Erica Dunn, and she is not horny and looking for action like all the other ladies messaging Nora C. Instead, she claims to be the one and only Nora C himself, using his friend Erica Dunn's account to message Matthias on his laptop. Matthias tries to stick to the Craigslist story, but gets called a thief by Nora C, so his guilt gets the better of him, and he promises to return the laptop to where he found it. Right before he logs off and shuts down, though, the Nora C account gets a few messages congratulating him on his work and promising some dollar bills. The account sending it, Sharon68, looks about as credible as most of the Twitter accounts you see responding to high-profile politicians, and it only gets more suspicious when they tell Matthias to chat on the River instead of Facebook.
Now,
Apparently, the
pause for a
River is a pro.
Huh? That's you. Yeah, it's 11 o'clock, so Nick has to feed the Vega. And that's why Vega went running. Huh. I was wondering about that. But anyway. Yeah, sorry about that, everybody. Just, it was feeding time. And Nick had to go and run an errand for that. Anyway.
That sticks the user in a Wolfenstein canoe floating down a little torchlit river. It's half parts creepy, half parts calming, and Matthias shares his screen with the Skype call so his more tech-savvy friends like Damon and AJ can try to figure out what this program is and what all those proxies are doing.
It's so no one can track you.
Shit, this is Darknet.
And for any viewers who aren't familiar with the Darknet, which is part of the deep web, they explain it.
It's part of the internet that isn't or can't be indexed by search engines.
It's where you find marketplaces for bad shit, basically.
A chat room full of other Charons pops up, all taking their name from the figure of Greek mythology who rocks out hard to Tommy Shaw. Charon never cared for the more poppy stuff from Dennis DeYoung. All this weird shit prompts underdeveloped character Lex to ask a good question.
Dude, whose computer did you buy?
I didn't buy it.
Matthias finally admits that he stole the laptop from a coffee shop lost and found after he noticed it had been sitting there for 3 or 4 weeks. The group realizes that the pompous name Nora C.I.V. is a backward spelling of Charon 4.
He's one of them, and whoever they are, this is where they meet up to trade.
And the stuff they're trading might involve all those video files, which Damon and AJ say were acquired by hacking into unsecure Wi-Fi networks and unknowingly recording from people's cameras.
This is why you change your password whenever you set up your Wi-Fi. Whenever your Wi-Fi is set up, there is a password that is inside of it that is just it. Like, the login is admin and the password is literally password. It is like this on every single Wi-Fi router out there. And if you do not change it, it will make it to where people can just access your shit whenever the fuck they want. You gotta be careful out there, everybody.
Another shortcut in the previously hidden folder opens a Bitcoin account where a transaction from a few minutes ago translates to 10 million non-cyberbucks. Oh yeah, Charon68, it came through alright. They start talking all weird to Matthias. Is that them trying to cybersex? Dude, maybe stick to the robe and wizard hat stuff. When the group realizes that Charon68 is asking to have someone killed for coin, Matthias backs out of the group chat and hops out of the riverboat. In another folder, labeled Contributions, there are more video files, apparently the personal work of Charon 4. They show a kidnapped girl chained up somewhere, and another girl who's about to get an acid bath, although they thankfully stop that video before we see it actually happen. Looks like all of his contributions consist of kidnapped girls.
Guys, that's what they're trading.
The most recent file in the folder has a name and an address, and it shows Charon 4 climbing into a girl's bedroom. For some reason, he flashes part of his face into the camera, but before he can figure anything out, Matthias gets a video call from Amaya on Facebook. He answers it to find nobody there until Amaya's roommate Kelly gets home and comes to the computer to talk to Matthias. Some webcam fuckery turns her screen black, and when he comes back... Oh no! Kelly's getting attacked by a real son of a glitch. It's Charon 4 in the flesh, kinda, and after he drags Kelly off screen, we hear a nasty impact. That can only mean one thing. Kelly is the first to go on our kill count. And if murder wasn't scary enough, how about edgy inverted text messages?
Nope.
Oh,
Look at this dude. Look at this dude. Look at that. Look at this big mug. Look at this mug. Hey, he's a cutie. Ain't he a cutie? Oh, we love this guy so much. He's such a good boy. Hey. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. He's like, oh, now
I'm not gonna climb over the back of the couch, are you?
Crap, buddy. No, you're gonna fall. Get back, buddy. Get back. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't try climbing over the back of the couch. You should probably go around if you want to come back here.
Yeah, that'd be easy enough for you. Oh, he just can't help himself.
He's just like, I got tired of not getting petted.
Yeah.
Y'all should be paying attention to me. I'm cute.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, there goes my pop filter.
Nope.
Dope. Okay. Lay down, buddy. Lay down.
He's like, I want to sit on your lap.
I'm sorry, but that's not a possibility right now. Hey, look forward. Look forward. Can we get a... Yeah, there's a good profile pic of him. No, you can't be in my lap.
Oh, he's trying real hard to be.
He is. He's trying super hard. Look at him. Oh. Right in my face.
Might have to take him back upstairs if he insists on being in your lap.
Here, hold on. Here, I got an idea. Hey, calm down. Calm your shit. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Come on. You want over here in my lap? Come on, Bacon. Get over here.
Careful he doesn't crush your phone.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, God.
He's going to end up kicking you in the nuts.
There he is. I got him now. What's good, huh? What's good, big homie?
Now he's like, put me down.
Hey, you wanted over here. I was just letting you. Oh, gosh.
He can't decide what he wants to do.
No, he can't. Look at it. My God.
He's like, I've been watching the cats do stuff like this. I can do it too.
You are going full Godzilla, my dude. Look at you. Look at... What? Whoa. Don't crush my glasses. Those are my joke glasses. Are you done? Are you done, buddy?
He's like, maybe. I'll think about it.
Stay.
I'll have to see if my ADD goes off again.
Stay, okay? Stay. Good boy. Who's a good boy?
Floop.
Yeah, he just plops down. Anyway, sorry. Let's go ahead and... Sorry, I'm also monitoring my mom's cat. As you can see here, she's preggo. And, uh-oh. Is she... I don't know. Again, I'm keeping an eye on her, but I guess we'll see. All in due time. Let's go ahead and get back to this. Here we go.
And if murder wasn't scary enough, how about edgy inverted text messages? Oh, thank God it's not Comic Sans. The messages disappear when Charon 4 leaves the computer, and the on-screen glitches clear up after he leaves the room. I'm gonna be honest here, I really like the premise of this movie, and I think it's legit scary to have a group of dark web hackers after you. But man, I hate the visual glitches they have whenever the hackers are on camera. It's like Scream 3 voice changer levels of unrealism. Charon 4 comes back to the computer, still looking like a goddamn unknown Pokemon.
I don't know, like, I kind of like it.
I like it too. I think it.
I know it's not realistic, but that's, I mean, are we really gonna complain about that being unrealistic after, like, there was a literal fucking, like, ghost girl stalking the cast in the first movie?
Yeah.
Like, it's still more realistic than that. Like,
yeah.
I think it's kind of neat. I think it's an interesting idea that there could be dudes that are just so fucking, like, jacked into the web and stuff that they have the technology to just scramble their images and webcams and shit. And like how they could send text messages that delete themselves after a few minutes.
Yeah.
It's like just pretty cool. I don't know. I'm an edgelord though. I like the edgelord shit like that.
And tells Matthias
like
that
it.
he sees
I like it a
all,
lot.
hears all, and that Matthias needs to get Amaya to come to him or else Charon 4 will kill her. He also says he'll kill Amaya if anyone in the Skype call tries to do anything. So Matthias attempts to quell their fears about what they've seen.
Ken, it's not real.
What? It's a game. I made the whole thing up.
With the others mostly satisfied, Matthias convinces Amaya to come to him, although he specifically instructs her to take the subway. He searches the address from that last video's file name and finds a bunch of news articles about a missing teenager named, drumroll please, Erica Dunn. As to be expected, Erica's Facebook account is full of comments from people saying they miss her. The reality of Erica's endangerment causes Matthias to make a big move, one so big that Jeff Probst would fucking fall in love with him. He creates a Bitcoin wallet and transfers $1 million from Charon 4's account into his own, calling it insurance. Then he explains.
You get the computer back when I get Amaya back. You get the money back when I see on the news that Erica Dunn is back home safe.
Charon 4 doesn't like that one bit, so he video calls Matthias with a real dumb scrambled voice to match his real dumb scrambled face.
They do not let girls go.
What are you talking about?
The circle, the people I work with, all the other Sharon Primes.
Oh my god, man, that shit sounds so stupid. Matthias finds himself in a higher res riverboat and then back inside a group chat. It's called The Circle, and the other Charons present demand that he confirm his identity with a secret code. Matthias gets the code from Charon 4, whose voice and face scrambling technology cuts out to reveal a somehow even less intimidating antagonist.
If they find out that I lost that computer, they're gonna kill me, they're gonna kill you, and they're gonna kill anyone else that might have seen it.
Matthias.
Well, here's the thing about him being not intimidating. He's the kind of villain you don't expect.
Yep.
I think that's the more terrifying thing.
This is just like a regular fucking dude, basically.
Yes.
Matthias rejoins.
It's a bit of a skis ball regular dude, but you know, it's the kind of guy you could walk past on the subway and not think twice about, but
no,
like he's into that kind of shit, you know.
This rejoins the Skype call where Nari has done her own bit of Googling and found that Erica Dunn is real and really missing. Before he can explain himself, the Skype call is joined by an unknown user. Oh shit, is Billy back from the original? Nah, this is the friggin' Circle of Charons, and they move us all to click on a YouTube link. The video that plays is a real creepy display of how easily people can find out where you live from information they find online. Haunts my fucking dreams, man.
Yeah. Would me too if I didn't have a shotgun literally like right there, and also, you know, a pistol in, you know,
I have an alien spear.
Yeah, you do.
I'm totally okay with hucking it through somebody's chest if they break into my house.
Also,
keep that in mind.
Also, I have a machete katana too, which basically we did a video demonstration of it, and it cut through everything we threw at it like butter. And I think
I just think it would be fantastic. The news article, like burglar hospitalized after having alien sphere chucked through his chest by a homeowner. Or resident, rather. You're the owner, I'm just the resident.
Yeah. Another one too is just like, it's like dark web. It's like dark web criminal loses hand when homeowner uses a katana for self-defense. Like that.
I just love that story about the dude who somebody tried to break into his apartment and he just fucking picked up his battle axe and ran him off. Yeah.
I mean, think about it.
Like, that dude's a fucking awesome dude.
He's one of my heroes.
Next thing you know, another video opens up that shows Lex at the top of a building, being pushed off the roof by a glitchy dude who I guess is not Charon 4 since he's still following Amaya. Hey, YouTube, you gonna age restrict that snuff video, or you just want to keep coming after kill counts? The Charon Circle disconnects from the Skype group, and Matthias finally gets the opportunity to tell everyone what's happening when Amaya loses connection with him in the subway station.
Guys, it's real! The whole thing is real!
You see, this smart web cookie told Amaya to take the subway, knowing that as Charon 4 followed her, he'd lose connection too. too, and would thus be unable to hear Matthias explain the situation to his friends. They get real distressed by the reality of it all, and the fact that their friend Lex is really dead.
This is damage control. They're going to clean up.
They also agree to keep playing ignorant when Amaya and Sharon 4 get signal again, and that gives us a pretty darkly comedic scene as they half-assedly pretend to play Cards Against Humanity.
My gym teacher got fired for adding blank to the obstacle course.
Too much cocaine.
Velcro.
Depression.
I like Velcro.
Thought depression was pretty good.
I thought depression was pretty good too, man. But their acting wasn't good enough, apparently, because user Charon1 connects to the Skype call and goes to AJ's YouTube channel, indicating that he is next in line. But you know what? At least AJ supports good causes.
Protest going on at the Great American Mall in downtown for Flint, Michigan for that dirty water that went on.
It's fucked up that's still a thing.
Yeah, it is. It's still fucked up that it's still a thing, and the government doesn't do anything about it.
Mm-hmm. Because that was in, 2018.
Yeah. And and that's the thing. It's their fault, and they won't fix it. Jesus. Also, AJ, the cult of the way of AJ, he has over 7 million subscribers.
That he's next in line. But you know what? At least AJ supports good causes.
Protest going on at the Great American Mall in downtown for Flint, Michigan for that dirty water that went on.
It's fucked up that's still a thing. The ultra-paranoid AJ claims to have a traceless internet presence. So to get around that, Sharon1 calls 911 and plays them some edited audio from AJ's video clips.
I'm gonna pack up all my assault weapons and explosives, go downtown to the mall and have some fun.
Since that call was made 10 minutes ago, the police are here now, and when AJ goes to follow their orders and open the door for them, the hackers break into his computer and play a shotgun sound effect through the speakers.
Yeah, he got swatted.
Yeah, man, AJ gets friggin' swatted, which reminds me of the Bleach kill in the original as a timely internet-savvy way to kill someone in a cyber-based horror movie. But also, please remember that swatting is serious shit, and you should never do it to someone. It also haunts my dreams. Serena reveals that Nari is
by the way,
already
I would consider, he didn't edit that.
No.
I would consider editing that scene because, that dude gets kind of realistically blown the fuck away against the wall.
Yes, he does. And the thing with it,
I'm surprised YouTube doesn't crack down on that shit.
Well, AJ, if I were him, I would literally have told the cops, please, I'm on the floor, my hands are behind my head, please break in the door, I don't care. Just, I'm here on the floor, my hands are behind my head, I am not resisting, and that would be the best way for him to survive that. But again, he had to die for the plot of the film. That's just how it goes.
Station to get help. But the hackers ain't about to let that happen, so they do some of their computer magic tricks and pull up a split-screen decision for Serena to make. On one screen, she sees her fiancé Nari at the subway station, and on the other, her mom on life support in the hospital. They start a countdown in the style of the original Unfriended, which is a great little callback, but by the end of it, Serena, very stupidly in my opinion, is unable to choose between her two loved ones.
No. I won't.
And so Serena's mom is killed in the most discreet murder that's ever been on the kill count, since somehow the Charon Circle was able to hack into her hospital equipment and take her off of life support.
Actually, that's a pretty realistic thing because hospital infrastructure and software is ridiculously out of date.
Yep.
And they haven't updated it since Windows XP. Most hospitals still have those systems, and they could very easily be cracked into, especially if they're connected to the internet in any way. Which most of them are. Scary shit, man. Scary shit.
And they're not done yet either. Because Serena couldn't make a choice, Nari's on the chopping block too. And although she fights back against her anonymous attacker, it appears as though both of them fall in the way of Amaya's subway train as it pulls into the station. Damn, Charon's went all Frank Underwood on these kids. Serena is killed immediately after her mom and fiance when another glitchy Charon appears in her apartment and knocks her out of the camera's field of vision. Her death comes to us only in the form of a sound effect. But it's enough for us to know that Serena's final stream has ended, leaving only Matthias and Damon.
I'd say that one will probably end up being the dull machete for this one.
I would say that one or the mom. Her mom dying.
I don't know. Like you said, it's one of the most subtle kills ever on a kill count, which makes it kind of unique.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess.
Like, I don't think I would give that one the dole.
Either that one or Amaya's friend who died, who was the first kill.
Yeah, but at least she was sort of shown being attacked on screen, whereas like the camera was just knocked down and we just got a sound for that one.
True.
I think that's the dole one over that one.
We'll see. Yeah, I bet you you're right.
Figures out a loophole around the Charon Circle's omniscience by finally using ASL well enough to communicate with his girlfriend and tell her to meet him where they first kissed. That's what we call character growth. He takes off to go meet her, leaving Damon by his lonesome on the call. But as Damon speaks to his unseen cyber adversaries, something interesting happens. We see a remote desktop app connect to what it calls the bait laptop, and user Charon1 shows Damon some wicked Photoshop skills by putting Matthias' face into a screenshot from the Erika Dunn video. At the same time, we see a hoodied figure carry a body into Matthias' apartment and put it in his closet. Looks like this whole damn thing has been a cyber setup, so Damon calls Matthias and lets him know.
It was a lure! They're gonna make it look like it was us the whole time.
Matthias' video call gets scrambled, and when he comes back, we see that the Atlantic Ocean wasn't a good enough firewall to avoid the Circle of Charon, because they're inside Damon's house. They hack into his computer and write up a confession in Word before staging a suicide by hanging of Damon in his own home. Pretty heavy, man, but I do think it was naive of them to believe that Damon was safe in London. Queen's got hackers too, yo. Matthias, completely reduced to tears by this point, watches on a feed as Amaya, redirected to another location by the Charons, is attacked by a hacker. But that looked like more of a kidnapping attack than a murder attack to me, so I'm gonna leave her off the count. Matthias' fate, on the other hand, is left to a vote among the River users, and as democracy unfolds, Matthias watches Erika Dunn escape from his closet and ask anyone watching to help. Then she peels off a... What? What the hell is that? It's an awful makeup effect, IMO, but since that looks like a hole through the forehead like one of the Charons was requesting earlier, I'm gonna assume Erika ain't coming back from that. On the list she goes. The vote on Matthias ends. It hits a damn 1972-style landslide, so he's turned into roadkill by a van that comes out of nowhere to run him down. Man, all those people voting and none of them could come up with a cooler kill? I'm ashamed. A slow zoom out gives us a chilling revelation of the scope of this operation. Looks like all the various hackers, including a guy who's apparently a cop, had been observing this group for a long-ass time. And, much like the rich dudes in Rat Race, were even gambling on minutia of the night, like how long it would take AJ to talk politics. The movie ends with the...
Also, the number of... Okay. Let's see. Time to first kill. Matthias time to warehouse. Matthias tries to save Erika. Number of times AJ is shot. Times Matthias cries. Damn.
Gambling on minutia of the night, like how long it would take AJ to talk politics. The movie ends with the realization that this entire film took place in a remote desktop window of one dude's bitchin' computer setup. Unless you went to the theater and saw a different ending. Unfriended Dark.
Which I did. And I told y'all about it.
Yeah.
And I hope
Dark Web was released with 2 different endings that theaters could play. So although the kill count will follow the version you just saw, which I guess is the canonical one, I can share with you the alternative. The alternate ending, called Buried Alive, shows that the Charon Circle deciphered Matthias' sign language and figured out where he was headed. So by the time he got there, there was an open grave waiting for him and a hacker running up behind him.
I remember you pulled this up and showed this to us.
Yeah.
No, Amaya arrives to find the grave filled in, and the hackers prevent her from understanding Matthias in a video call by blurring out his list, like he was saying something naughty on TV. They also hack his text messages, so he's left helpless underground as she stands above him completely in the dark. Then the home releases included 2 more alternate endings.
If I'm him, I'm literally like turning over and I'm like banging on the ground because she could feel it potentially. Because it looked like, again, the grave wasn't that deep.
Yeah.
She could probably feel that and be like, what the...
Yeah, it's not exactly a 6-foot grave.
No, that's I would say 2 feet, maybe 3 feet.
There's a chance she, well, I mean, I don't know. Like, if they didn't nail the top of it shut. If they nailed the top of it shut, maybe not. But I was going to say there's a chance it could maybe even, like, disturb the soil slightly.
Potentially, yes.
Ground as she stands above him completely in the dark. Then the home releases included 2 more alternate endings, the first of which was called They Earned It.M4V. Someone's been using Handbrake. This one shows Amaya outside somewhere on a couple of different cameras. Matthias rolls up on his bike only to have some hackers jump out and grab the 2 of them. Another live or die vote begins, but one of the Charons replays a video of Matthias's #big move he made when he extorted them with their own bitcoins, and that earns the respect of the anonymous viewers who changed their votes to let them live. Matthias and Amaya Maya are let go to embrace each other while still being creepily surrounded by hoodied hackers pointing cameras at them. And the rest of the ending is mostly the same, only now Erica Dunn's leaky forehead happens at the very end. The last alternate ending shows Matthias reaching that warehouse and looking for Amaya. She's nowhere to be found, he finds a gun on the ground, and Sharon 1 starts a flash vote asking people if Matthias will kill himself. This version ends before we see what happens, and it's definitely the lamest one in my opinion. I think the canonical ending is the best one, partly because it was the only one with a verified kill for our count. How many did that leave us with total? Let's find out and get to the numbers.
Nice.
10 people died in Unfriended Dark
Best
Web.
Photoshop
The victims
skills
included
there.
6 women, 3 men, and 1 hacker of an
I like the glitchy one for the one
For the chair,
Karen that like got hit by the train.
3 men and 1 hacker of an indeterminate gender. You know, the one who Frank Underwooded Betty Gabriel. That literally could have been anyone. With a runtime of 92 minutes, we wound up with a kill on average every 9.2 minutes. I'll give the golden chainsaw for coolest kill to AJ. It's not often that a kill via gunfire gets this coveted award, but having a cyber-based movie kill someone through swatting was just excellent. And it shows how the filmmakers are at least partially tuned into internet culture. Dull machete for lamest kill will go to Kelly. Kelly who? Yeah, exactly. An off-screen kill of a random character is definitely the least exciting death. And that's it. Unfriended Dark Web came out in 2018 with a pretty small theatrical release, but considering its ultra low budget, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Another huge thanks to NordVPN for their sponsorship of this video. Don't forget to check them out at nordvpn.com/deadmeat. The link's in the description below. Until next time, I'm James A. Janice. This has been the Kill Count. Thanks a lot for watching this week's Kill Count. I'm really excited to be using NordVPN. That's not fake. I just want to feel safe on the internet, man. It's a scary place now. Also, you can use it to make it seem like you're connecting to the internet from a different country. That might be useful to you, I don't know. Like, I'm kind of tech savvy, but not when it comes to, like, internet security. Then I'm just like, please save me. And NordVPN is saving me. So thanks again, Nord. Be good people.
There you go.
Right on.
All right. So yeah, that's
Yeah, the only time I ever wanted to connect like I was from a different country, it didn't work the way I hoped it would. Because I had heard that you could watch Doctor Who on Netflix if you were in the UK.
This boy's asleep at my feet. He's snoring. He's like,
yeah, I VPN'd myself over to the UK and got on Netflix, and it didn't change. I was just like, well, crap.
that goes, man. But either way, though, excuse me. Either way, though, I would say this is still a really good film. I give it a solid 8.5 out of 10, if not maybe a 9. It's still a tremendously well done and well crafted horror film. I mean, well, thriller slash horror.
For me, it's just impressive that they managed to take a concept that normally I would be like, there's no way they made a decent movie out of that, and make a decent movie out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, with the first movie, like, I saw the previews for it in theaters when I went to see something else, and I was like, that's the dumbest thing ever. I was like, there's no freaking way that'll be any good. And then when we watched it, I was like, alright, surprisingly it wasn't as dumb as I thought it would be. It was a little dumb, and I didn't like the fact that every character is just a piece of shit. So, but with this one, you know, I expected when by the time we watched them, obviously they were both out.
Yeah.
And I had heard, I was like, they made a sequel to that really stupid sounding Unfriended movie. And then I saw it was Dark Web, and I was like, because of course it is, you know, and I was like, that's going to be really, really dumb. And then it's actually the better of the two.
Let's see. I think they both have around the same
average rating of 5.8 on Rotten Tomatoes. Damn.
Huh?
Says average rating of 5.8 out of 10 is the critical response on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh well.
Film critics don't like horror movies in general, though.
This is true, and that's. Let's see. Hold on. Let's take a look and see what the audience says. Unfriended.
I mean, I've heard multiple people talk shit about them as well.
Oh wow, audience score 37.
Yeah. The critics actually like the first one more than the audience. Cathan's getting pissed at whatever he's playing.
I would probably say he's playing something along the line of 39.
Wow, same thing there.
Damn.
I guess we're the only people that liked it. Part of the few people that liked it.
I guess, again, the first one through the gate always gets bloodied in terms of the presentation like this. And then let's look at Searching. Searching is in the same vein, but it is, let's see.
Well, I also really think with horror movies like this, there's two different kinds of people a lot of the times, and it's kind of swapped. Because there's the kind of people like me that see the previews for movies like that, and I'm like, that's going to be the dumbest fucking thing I've ever seen. And then there's a whole lot of people that are just like, hey, a new horror movie coming out. This one's about the internet. That'll probably be really scary, you know? And then they go see it, and they're just like, yeah, that wasn't scary. And me being the opposite, when I finally see the movie, I was like, actually, that wasn't nearly as bad as I expected. So, you know, it's just, I think it's a flip depending on your expectations for it going in. So I had very low expectations, so obviously I was pleasantly surprised.
I was surprised as well whenever I saw it in theaters. I was like, damn, this is actually really good. I wasn't expecting that. Well done. So, anyway, I think that's going to do it. This was Dead Meat, Unfriended, Dark Web, Kill Count. If you want to see more from James and his various kill counts that he does on his channel, feel free to click the Dead Meat name in the title of the video. And until next time, signing off, I'm Nate.
I am Nick.
And Asher is a sleepy boy. And we'll see you in the next one, everybody. Take care.